This is Lorraine Hedtke. Lorraine is a narrative therapist. She specializes in grief and loss, and she works out of California. And I had this day in 2018 where I did a week of narrative therapy training, and Lorraine was one of the days. Here's a couple of things that Lorraine said, and I'm just giving full credit to Lorraine because I think she's been so lovely. When we're with somebody who is thinking about someone who's passed, the dead are noisy for the living. And they follow them. And they follow them to work. And they follow them to the bank. And they follow them to the grocery store. The relationship does not end just because the person has stopped breathing. Relationships continue, and they continue in a variety of ways. They continue through memory. They continue through stories. They continue through practices. They continue through events and anniversaries. And she gives all kinds of wonderful examples of how people continue to be in relationship with the person who has passed, either through story or in a spiritual sense, or through practices in their life. And she would say, don't waste a good relationship. One of the most disorienting or dismembering things that we can do to somebody who is in a grief process is try to separate them not only from the life of the person who has stopped breathing, but to separate them from that relationship and separate them from those stories. So she would encourage us to remember. And she has this phrase called a remembering conversation. It's as if that person who has passed is there in the room with them. And then she said, so if you're in the room with somebody, it's rude to be in someone's presence without an introduction. And she invited us to ask for an introduction to the person who has passed.